Hi, how you doing? I just finished checking up on the Epstein victims press conference that happened earlier today, and I wanted to touch on that because I had made a video about it a couple of days ago, and it seems like I was pretty spot on with how things were going to go down. I said mainly two things. One, that Trump would attempt to, distract with his waging crime on cities that are only apparently in blue areas. And also that something unexpected would happen that would hurt Trump. And both of those things happened. I thought it would be one or the other, but it was both. We have Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is one of Trump's biggest supporters, and most obnoxious supporters, I might add, stepping out in support of these victims and calling Trump out for not having them in the Oval Office and calling out that statement that it would be considered an aggressive act if any Republicans voted for the release, and called that an act of cowardice. Let me get one thing clear. I don't like this woman at all. And I think she's everything wrong with the Republican Party today. And I think that everything she's doing right now is because she knows 100% without a doubt that she's going to lose her seat in the next election because of her behavior. And so I think she's just saying whatever she thinks needs to be said in order to earn more votes because she sees the tides and which way they're turning. That being said, I do think that it's a pretty big deal that she spoke out on this issue. So, broken clock is right at least twice a day, I guess. And also, this whole statement, anybody that votes for this release, it's seen as an act of aggression against the president. How could that be interpreted as anything other than an admission of guilt? Are you kidding me? How can anyone think that Trump isn't guilty in these files and all over them with behavior like that, especially when he could easily prove that he's not in them by just releasing them? He could do that. Like, I don't know. It's like watching a 6-year-old try to lie about who ate the cake in the fridge. But anyways, looks like the other thing I had said about Trump attempting to distract came true, in a couple of different ways too. He declared a housing emergency, which, that, again, broken clock, not quite wrong there, but you really think it's a coincidence that it was today of all days that he called that? And also, let's see here. I've got the article I was reading up right now, and looks like he says here he's looking to expand his federal crime crackdown, and he floated the idea of sending National Guard to New Orleans next, in addition to Chicago, which was what I specifically said in the video, and Baltimore. And yeah, so there's a lot here, but basically this whole press conference more or less went down exactly how I thought it would, and I'm not surprised at all. But what do you guys think? Hopefully we will actually see something done about this now that Congress is back in session. They can't hide anymore. That's why nothing's really happened lately, because Mike Johnson called for their August break early so he could avoid all of these amendments to release the files, but now they're back. And so it's time to get going again. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great day. I'll try to have another video out later. For now, I'm going to go say hi to my kid and my wife, and I hope y'all have a fantastic day. If you want a reading from me, you can always book one at www.dhastrology.com.